I was just sitting here thinking about my life, right? And I was thinking about the fact that I'm single, and I've been single for a very long time. Even when I was in a relationship, I was still single, right? And one thing about my ex knew of what I wanted and what I needed, because I used to always tell him what I want and what I needed. And even though my ex knew what I wanted and what I needed in a relationship, his argument was that he knows what I want and what I need, but he wants to give it to me when he's ready to give it to me. And sometimes you can love a person very deeply. You can love a person very greatly. But if that person can't love you the way you need and want to be loved, that person want to love you the way they want to love you, then their love is not good enough for you. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It just means that the love that they are showing you, the love that they are giving you is not good enough. Maybe the love that they can show and give is good enough for someone else. And I realized when I was dealing with him was that I don't want to be in a relationship with a person because of what they can offer me. Because it takes more than just sex and money, to keep me. And I realized that when you are dealing with a person and you giving them 100 and all they can do is give you 99%, then you need to leave that person. Because a lot of times when you are dealing, because if you look at the world for what it is right now, you don't have people that is together because they really are in love with one another and they are destined to be with each other. Half of these relationships that we see today, the only reason why they are together because they need something from one another. He could be with her because she has that house. She has that car. She could be with him because he has that job. He has that house. It's like they feeding off of what they need from one another. But when the last time have you ever been with a person and they genuinely say, my heart belongs to them. I am destined to be with them. Half of these relationships that you see today, they are not really in love with each other like that. I don't even think people know what love is. And it's like, don't nobody know how to fall in love no more. They look at the physical outside and they just go along with that. Then you got some people that feel as though just because they have built all this history with this person, that they are afraid of letting go. They are afraid of starting over. I know so many people that have been in the same relationship for 10, 15, and 20 years. But the relationship that they are in, they are miserable. They wish they had better. They wish they had more. But the only reason why they don't want to let go because of history. And meanwhile, you letting all this history build up and you are continuing to be unhappy. Your energy is continuously being drained. So why is you keep holding on to this history that is draining you? It's a lot of people I know that is not in relationships because of love. They are purely in relationships because they don't want to let go of the history. Well, in the beginning, we used to have good times, but that was in the beginning. Like what's going on now? Like what's going on now? And that was in the beginning. Everybody knows in the beginning things gonna be fresh. And then I hate it when people say that you are who you attract. That's a lie, people. That is not true. You have a lot of good-hearted people that only attract sorry-ass people. And you got a lot of sorry-ass people that only attracts good people. Have you ever seen a couple and you can look at the couple and you can tell the woman or the man ain't shit, but if you look at their partner, the partner just is loving and caring? It's like we attract opposites. And the reason why that is because if you are a good man and you are a good woman, when you attract that person see that goodness in you. So they're going to try to drain you out of that goodness, and eventually you're going to let them because you're going to fall for that person, right? And the person that ain't shit, that person ain't shit, you know that they always attract good people. Because that person that ain't shit, they know what goodness is, so they aim for it. So this is what you call narcissists. In the beginning, they'll feed you everything that you need, right? And they know that you are a loving, giving, kind-hearted person. They're going to give you and show you everything that you want to hear. They're going to do whatever they want. And then in the middle of the relationship, you're going to see the realness. Because they feed off of your good energy. Now, a person that is a good-hearted person, they see that person ain't shit. But once that person ain't shit, know that you are a good person, they're going to do whatever they got to do to keep you around. Next thing you know, they are feeding off of your energy. Because y'all got to understand that we are energy beings. We are energy. We are spirits. Spirits is nothing but an energy. We are energy beings. And no matter where we go, how we go, no matter where we look, you can look like a damn monkey to a damn angel. You still gonna have that energy in you. You're gonna still have that light in you. You can be an angel, the most beautifulest angel in the world. But once a person really get to know you, they're gonna see that demon inside. You can actually look like a demon and be the most kind-hearted, beautiful person in the world. So most of the time, it's not that we are who we attract. Most of the time, we attract the total opposite of who we are. So this is why I always encourage people for multiple reasons. Now is the time for us to really get to know who we are. Spiritually, mentally, physically, psychologically. We really got to get to know who we are as a person. So that case, when we decide to get into a relationship, when we decide to get into these friendships, we can attract people, and we want to deal with people that is going to reciprocate the same thing that we give out. The fact that I love at 100, I want a man that's going to love me at 100. If you're going to love me at 99%, I don't want you. Because if I feel like that I have a man that is treating me the way that I need and want to be treated, I'm going to reciprocate the same way back. And then even if you find out that your partner is not giving you what you thought that he or she was going to give you, leave. Because eventually it's going to get worse. Because once they realize that you're still sticking around after they are not giving you what you need and want, and they know they're not giving you what you need, eventually they're going to continue to take advantage of you. And eventually your energy is going to get drained until you're just going to stay in a relationship because you feel as though you don't have enough energy, or you don't have enough love, or you don't have enough of yourself to give someone else. This is why you see a lot of these people that is in these long-term relationships. They don't want to leave because they don't feel good enough for someone else, because they've given this sorry person all of their energy. And that person knows that they are using your energy up. That person knows what they are doing. But that's not going to stop them from doing what they're doing, because you are allowing it. And I commend those people that had finally waken up and realized that they have deserved more. But if you look at a lot of these relationships today, these people are not in relationship because they are in love with these people, that they are destined to be with these people. These people mainly that is in relationship most of the time today is because they need something from that person. Or they don't want to let go of history, because they got history together. They got children together. So they don't want to let go of that history. But if you want to keep a history of being miserable, of being unhappy, of having your energy drained, of wondering where your loved one is or what they doing, then you continue on with that history. Because even though I am single right now, the next man that I deal with, the history that I have with him is we're going to live happily ever after. I shouldn't have to be wondering what my partner is doing, if he's loyal to me, if he's being faithful to me, because I found a man that is going to love me at 100. Nothing more and nothing less. And when you find a man that's going to love you at 100, and he is consistent to where though his more aim is to please you and only you and not the world, then you stick with that. The moment he starts showing you some other shit, communicate with him. And if you communicate with him and you realize ain't nothing changing, it's time for you to get the hell on.